Yeah, I've been patient, I've been locked in on the go. Let the setup come to me, that's the only way I roll. Never chase, never fold, keep it chill, keep control. Got that process in my veins, let the profits take a stroll. Woke up charts glowing like they know me well. Discipline a crown, yeah, I wear it proud. River keep flowing, I just follow the route. Not the same man daily, yeah, I'm leveling out. Treat the morning like a moment I've been built for. Wrist tight, mind calm, that's a real score. Everybody wanna flex what they think they know, but the river doesn't brag, man, it just shapes stone. If it's not my setup, I don't touch it, let it pass. Every force trade ends with me looking back. So I breathe in, breathe out, let the market do its dance. And the patience that I practice turn the future to my hands. Ain't the same as last week, whole new mind. Water in the groove, yeah, I flow in my time. Let the fear fade out, let the greed decline. I'm aligned with the grind, stay refined in the climb. Yeah, I've been patient, I've been go. Let the setup come to me, that's the only way I roll. Never chase, never fold, keep it chill, keep control. Got that process in my veins, let the profits take a stroll. Woke up charts glowing like they know me well. Discipline a crown, yeah, I wear it proud. River keep flowing, I just follow the route. Not the same man daily, yeah, I'm leveling out. Show up, slow up, let the noise blow up. I don't fold up. Wave ride, same tide, every sunrise. Give me new eyes. Stone grind, long time, water carved lines. If you show up, no rush, no clutch, patience be the code that I go by. I don't chase wins, I chase discipline. Let tomorrow be tomorrow, I just settle in. Every loss is just a lesson that'll tighten my spin. Every candle on the chart make me better again. Yeah, I've been
And welcome to the stream. How you guys doing? Hope everyone is doing well. Happy Wednesday. It's hump day. Okay. I forgot to turn the light on, actually. There we go. What's up, Alistair? How you doing, Straight Heart? What's going on, Lupek? Yeah, sorry about that. New time step rules there. If you want to find a better firm, everyone else, go to profitfromgorilla.com. Macy, what's going on? Jacob, how you doing? Trading Academy, what's up? Makanko, hey. Twiga, how you doing? Kevin, what's going on? Faust, T Baraka, how you doing? Good afternoon. Miguel, what's going on? David, how you doing? Grizz, what's up? Eddie, happy Full Send Wednesday. I didn't even know it was Full Send today. I'm glad you let me know. Otherwise, I might just trade a more, reasonable amount of contracts, but. Anthony, how you doing? Good morning. Skylon, what's up? Jim, aloha. Knox, what up? Hola, how you doing? A little OBS troubles. All right. Sorry about that. OBS is just kind of disconnecting for a little bit there. So, how are the accounts going? So I decided to try the 25Ks yesterday because honestly, it's pretty favorable conditions from a trader perspective. You make what, like 1,200 with $1,000 drawdown compared to making 2,000 or 3,000 with a $2,000 drawdown. The 25K is just friendlier. You make 1,250 profit target, $1,000 loss limit. Honestly, it was an easy pass. I already passed them. I got $625 yesterday before close. Last night, I made another too much money. Then I had to lose some money. I posted about it in the Discord. But honestly, fairly easy pass. So now I got 525Ks. I'll be trading that this morning. They're fresh. They're ready to go. I have some Take Profit Trader. I have 2 Take Profit Trader evals I started yesterday as well. That I will probably copy trade. And then if I hit a goal here, maybe I'll switch over to just trading the Take Profit Trader ones. That's the plan. Markets are open. Let's have a good one.
This is all wet and slick and it's ready to go.
Made $900 yesterday in the Take Profit Trader ones. So for now, I think I'll start off just by copying everything that I trade today. What's up, Yuri? How you doing? Trader Joe, what's up? The 25K is it's better from a math standpoint. Took a new highs. That's overnight highs on NQ just from that swing high earlier. Same with ES. ES, well, it didn't. It made its overnight high a little bit ago, but now we just swept that as well. PDH. Also, here's 2-hour supply, 1-hour supply on NASDAQ. So kind of a key spot here to watch. Let's see if we got the strength to continue grinding higher. Yeah, basically the same as the 50K payout is a little lower at first. Yeah, the payout's $1,000 max compared to $1,500. But guess what? Last time I had 50Ks, I took $1,000 payout. So, assuming I can work with the drawdown, it makes sense to do the 25Ks. They're a little cheaper, like $20 cheaper. Times 5, you know, so that's, you know, $100 or whatever. Anywho. Well, right now the heat maps, that's how it's supposed to look. And if I click on it, it's probably going to turn all blue and stuff. And it's not my fault. It's glitchy Motive's fault. So I'm going to try not to touch the heat map. That's how I want it to look. All right, pushing higher here. Arnesis, what's going on with you? Yeah, that $100 is another account. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So, assuming I don't mind, you know, the $1,000 drawdown, assuming I can just trade small enough, but it's not too big of an issue, should be good. Yeah, I just explained the why I'm doing 25Ks, because they're just mathematically they're better and they're cheaper, and you know, I was like, well, look, the 50Ks, look, I pass them all the time, but also I fail them plenty of times too, and then I had to buy a whole new batch. So, you know, I was like, well, let's just try one it's a little cheaper and a little bit more trader friendly. Can you help me understand, Dan? I'm on the futures desk, and original target for assessment was 2K, and now it looks like the target is 2,700. So you had a day, or maybe multiple days, that you made a bit more than your base hits, than what your base hit is. So if you make too much in one day, it adds onto your profit goal. I had a little trouble with that too. Like, I made too much money. I made like $800 one day when my base hit was like 150, and then yeah, then it got a little bit kind of hard to reach, you know. Okay, so again, it was a key spot to watch. We moved off of it about 65 points down to 400. I got a giveaway to go to give. I got accounts to give away today. We'll say account singular, but I don't want to like blow them all really fast. I do have some accounts to give away in general. So we'll do a giveaway too. I'll update the stream here. Title. Here, I'll post a link for you, Rob, about the base hit. Ethan, how you doing? All right, I know we had we had non-farm this morning. Do we have anything else going on? Crude oil, no. So looks like that's about it. Yeah. So what they're saying, Rob, is just like they're not doing any consistency math if you go over like the target hit. So instead, it's just the difference. They add the difference between, I think, your base hit and what you made to your profit target. Which it's hard. It makes it harder. It does, because then you just have to really be consistently just base hit. Like that's just your mentality, is base hit, and you don't want to make anything more than that. You know, you don't. But it's hard if you take a max loss. You know, it takes even more days to then pass. So it's a harder eval. It is. You're building a prop firm. Can you make one plan with as many accounts as you want and not 20 accounts max? I'm not building a prop firm, but they would have to. They always have to look at their own risk. And like imagine you've had 100 accounts and you just make like $100 a day times 100 or something. You know, like yeah, I think it could be way too detrimental to a prop firm. Put them out of business really fast. Oscar, what's up, gamers? Matt, how you guys doing? Miguel says we could get a nice bounce here. We do have VWAP right down here. It's aligning with this. It's a little green zone I had here, but we pulled back right into it earlier. I do have a Jizu though. The Jizu is most interesting to me. It's under VWAP. It's at 300. It's at the pivot, and it's at 4-hour demand. So this whole area at 300 and just under is all very high interest to me. Okay. Let's see what happens at VWAP. AC, you say 25,250. Down by yesterday's close. Okay. VWAP incoming here. VWAP incoming. See, look, I moved the scale on the chart and it got rid of all my pretty colors. That drives me freaking nuts, dude. I hate that. I didn't do anything. I didn't do this.
I didn't do fucking shit. I didn't rig shit.
All right, chat. If we want the Take Profit Trader giveaway today, we're going to need more than 17 likes. I'm just going to tell you that straight up. I mean, honestly, I want at least 100, which we've broken many, many times. So let's get 100 likes. Good way to Take Profit Trader account. What can we read into the NFP numbers? I don't know if you could 100% trust numbers coming out, but just look at the market. Just look at the price. You know, just let price be the judge there. Hey Dan, what's your opinion on this? To take it slow and study on prop from challenges, or go fast? If it blows, it blows. Well, it depends on the trader, right? Like if you're gotten payouts from firms before and you feel confident in your ability to do so again, you don't really want to spend much time in an evaluation. It's a waste of your time. We did not touch VWAP yet. Wow. So I would say for me, I'm gonna go fast. If I blow them, I blow them. I do it again. You know, pay extra money. But I'm not gonna spend a week in an eval, ideally. So that's my mindset. Maybe that's not the right mindset for you. Initially, my mindset was, let's take it really slow. Let's become a better trader here. Let's make sure I can trade well, so when I'm funded, I'll be able to make money. And so that's what I did originally. I think it's a good environment to get better as a trader. It's almost like, in a way, it's almost like college. You know, think about going to university or whatever, and it's like it's somewhat of a little bubble, you know, where it's like, you know, you don't really have to it's like a little bubble, right? It's like it's perfect for when you're finished high school and you know, you need more education, you need more training, whatever, not ready to go in the workforce, you don't know what you want to do. I feel like college, that's like the prop firm eval. So some people, yeah, to take all 4 years in college, by all means. Now translate that to prop firm time. Okay, yeah, take 2 months, take 6 months, whatever it takes in the eval for you to become a better trader. Maybe now we can get VWAP. Maybe now. You said a week here. I am spending 4 to 6 months. That's fine, dude. That's fine. You should go at your own pace, 100%. And again, let me refer you to my Funded Trader series. If you haven't seen it, I spent 11 months becoming a funded trader. So don't feel like I'm taking too long, I'm not, whatever. No, go at your own pace for sure. I went at my own pace, and now I'm still going at my own pace. It's just now it's faster, but that's fine. That's, you know, it took me a while. What's up, Ken? Good morning. Do you think doing that, bro, is the reason you blow accounts quicker? No, I don't trade the same in funded usually. Sometimes I am a little bit too aggressive, and sometimes, especially if there's like the buffer, like Take Profit Trader has a buffer. So once you're in funded, you know, you have to get over this hump. So those I did do too aggressive last time. But it's a completely different mindset. Like right now, I'm like, okay, let's get $100. Anything above $100 is just the, you know, cherry on top. Obviously, I want to build up the balance, but I am trying to just take it slow here now. So I have different mindsets with different accounts. The buffer rule is definitely there to trip people up. Well, yeah, that's why I do. I like Lucid Flex better because there's not the buffer rule. It's just easier for me. Because you already have that profit goal when you're in the eval, and then when you get funded, you still then have like another benchmark, okay, I gotta hit. Now I gotta make $2,500 or however much it is, you know. Whereas I'd rather just be like, okay, let me just make some base hits, get my 5 days, and then see where I'm at, you know. Yeah, it's like a two-step, yeah. Georgie, I would personally, I would keep doing what you're doing, man, because just make sure that you're also taking steps to just improve as a trader, right? So if that's screen recording your trades and talking through it to yourself at your desk so you can review it over the weekend, take notes. If it's journaling, you know, more in depth, and do that. If it's, you know, just looking at your stats and figuring out how can you improve overall, how can you improve your P&L, just take those steps. But you take your time. There's no rush, ideally, you know. What's up, Blue Hand? How you doing? I'm doing good. Can you play the song that was at open? I don't have. Are you talking about the one with lyrics, or are you talking about the instrumental, the very first song? Because I'm just playing my tracks from Spotify, and I don't have those released on Spotify yet. Yeah, Tom, Lucid Flex 25K after 5 days, $100 or more, I can get a payout. I can request up to 50% of the balance. Yeah, the one with lyrics. Yeah, it's not out yet. It's just sitting on my hard drive somewhere. That was a solid rejection there. In your humble trading experience of 3 years, the bigger the account, the easier and safer due to drawdown of 10%. So look at 100K, drawdown is 10K risk. Drawdown on 100K though is not 10K. I'm kind of confused, I guess, by what you're saying. Like on 100K, your max loss is what, 3,000? On most CFD firms, max loss is 10%. Yeah, well, I'm not doing CFDs though. I don't know much about them, to be honest with you. I'm just trading the futures prop firms. I like the 100K though. I used to always trade the 100Ks. I've traded a ton of 100K. I traded, honestly, a bunch of every account size except for 25Ks. This is really my first, maybe second time trading 25Ks. But 100Ks used to be like my go-to, especially with Top Step. I really like the 100Ks. But just mathematically speaking, the 25K is by far the most advantageous. Again, it's a $1,250 profit target with $1,000 drawdown. That's pretty good. 1.25 to 1. Compare that to 3 to 2 on a 50K. A 9 to 4.5. So that's like you have to make double your drawdown in the 150K. So the equivalent of that would be making a $2,000 profit on a $1,000 drawdown on a 25K. So the fact that the 25K is only $1,250, by far most advantageous. Well, this is some sloppy shit right here. I don't love that. Sliding all around 400. I much prefer the cleaner move off a psych level like that. I think we're gonna get VWAP here. It's just really, I think it's challenging to get. Top Step doesn't have a 25K account, I don't think. Basically, that song it's not on Spotify, is what I was trying to say. There's no title to it, it's not released, it's just on my hard drive. Top Step just has the 50, the 100, the 150. The minimum payout is 500, so if you hit the minimum, you'd be eligible. Yeah, so going back to the math of it, right? If you want a payout on Lucid Flex 25Ks, the goal should be to make $200 a day to get your balance within 5 days to $1,000. Then you can request half, which would be $500 per account. So $200 would be the ideal. Yeah, this is different accounts, Luhan. I kind of talked about it ad nauseum already, so I'm not going to cover it again. But they're new fundeds. What's the Bubbles chart platform? It's still part of MotiveWave. It's just the heat map. There's a built-in heat map on MotiveWave, so I'm looking at the heat map on ES. If you need third-party software, that would be Bookmap. Do you think Top Step is going under? Not by a long shot. The company is worth hundreds of millions of dollars. I mean, literally, they just did a Super Bowl commercial. Like, they are fine. I think they needed to adjust their pricing for sustainability. You know, they intro a new product, the no activation fee one, and then they adjust it. Again, we talked about this the other day. It's $2 more expensive than the My Funded Futures plan of this kind of the same parameters. So it's not. I'm not trading Top Step, so I don't really care personally. Like, I don't have a dog in the fight with it. But it's $2 more than My Funded Futures, so it's not that big of a deal. What's up, Barshop? How you doing? Felt feverish today. Oh, hope that passes quick. You're watching some old content yesterday. The You versus Carmine video is really interesting. Yeah, I love that one. Carmine's my favorite trader on the, sounds like social media, you know. He's super good. So ES was able to hit VWAP, find a little support for the time being. Dan, you're my favorite trader. Aw, thanks, Grizz. You gonna see the new rules as Twitter in the upper room? No, I did. We weren't talking about live account rules just now, though. We were talking about the other accounts. Lower RRs? You mean lower win rate? He has high RRs, but he has a lower win rate, maybe. Even after not paying for my dental. Yeah, sorry about that. Dude, I almost never trade with Apex, Luhan. I don't know how little you pay attention to this stream, but like, I don't even know the last time I traded Apex on stream, but it's been a while. Yeah, win rate, low win rate. Yeah, I mean, I think his win rate is between 30 and 40% probably. But it's, you know, a lot of times his stop outs are -3, -2, break even. Like, he really keeps them in check. Like, it's because his entries are so good that he's able to have smaller stop outs. And then, again, back to the good entries, his targets hit a lot of the time. So, you know, he's often a high risk reward, which really makes up for any losses. I'm talking about Carmine. Yeah, the max size is 2 minis on the eval. On the funded, I don't know what it is because I've never had it before. Can I trade 2 minis on the fundeds without any balance? Sorry, OBS is tanking. Sorry, OBS coming in and out here. Hit my Jizu perfectly at the pivot point there. All right, chat, can you hear me? Sorry about that. OBS was just disconnecting, reconnecting, disconnecting. This is a Jizu hit here for our demand, 300 level. 300 level has been pretty key lately. I'm like tempted to scalp this long, but the selling was pretty solid there. Yeah, Lucid's down like every morning. They had AJ, the CEO, went on like a town hall on Discord, and they're doing like constant wheel spins, giving away accounts as like apologies for their website being down. So it's like a known issue. Like they're working on it. He said they have the best vibe coders around. They got a good sense of humor about it, but they do obviously they're trying to fix things. You know, obviously they want people to buy accounts at any time. That's just pretty key for any business, is to make buying very easy. Yeah, growing pains. Yeah. So this is a very key spot here. If sellers push us through 4-hour demand here in the 80s, I mean, I'm gonna look for a complete retracement of the NFP number. So, you know, NFP just kind of took off right there, right underneath the close price from yesterday. Otherwise, let's see buyers step in here and give us at least like a boost to VWAP. There we go. Maybe we're going to get that VWAP test here. That Jizu is very important. I mentioned it earlier. I got to just long Jizus all the time, but I was dealing with OBS connection stuff and I wasn't really sure if I should pull the trigger. There's the very nice move. Jizu is money in the bank, chat. Not playing. You give Paul Davies vibes. I have seen Paul Davies videos before. You know what's crazy? I'm just gonna sound old again, but like when I was learning guitar back very many years ago, a long time ago, like, you know, I couldn't just watch videos of people on the internet teaching you, right? Yeah, you go in person, you get guitar lessons, maybe you can get a book, can get some tabs online. I'll get a ton of tabs online, so I still have somewhere folders of printed off tabs for songs. But now there's just so many talented people teaching you stuff on social media. It's so crazy. Like that's gotta be awesome. All right, well, there's a VWAP projection. I like the downside then here, but just FYI, this is for our demand. But downside target again is going to be non-farm payroll, like the start candle there, kind of a complete retracement there. So that VWAP projection was beautiful. I wish I would have shorted it. What grade did I start playing in school? 7th grade. So I was, how old are you in 7th grade? Like 13 or something? I think I started when I was around 13. Yeah, I had to learn from the internet when my parents weren't on the phone. Yeah. Now, what grade am I? What level? I don't know. I'm not that good. I mean, when I was in high school, I would, come home and play every day. We don't have like level 8 is orchestra. We don't have those levels, Party Shop. It doesn't translate to me at all. But I'm not that good. When I was in high school, I was better than I am now, almost assuredly, because I used to practice all the time instead of doing homework. "13, so you started playing guitar 8 years ago? Okay, good to know." Now, so seriously, I was probably better, when I was 18 years old after playing for 5 years than I am now, just because, literally come home from school. I play guitar for a couple hours, go to band practice, play on the week, whatever. So I play all the time. And now, don't get nearly as much practice in. And if we have time later, can we laugh at some TS Trustpilot reviews? We sure could. Can you play Rush E on guitar? I don't know how to play that one. Can you play Wonderwall? I can play Blackbird. How about that? It's so crazy though how kind of like the muscle memory of songs. I hadn't played in like 15 years, and all of a sudden you can sit there and like kind of play most of the whole thing. Like, how the hell do I remember that? That's crazy. I missed the classic "Well Maybe" to the Wonderwall song. That is such a missed opportunity. You're right, Jake. I should have said that. Is it true that every guitar player gets upset if you ask them to play Thunderstruck? You know what's funny about Thunderstruck is, again, I just had like tabs to go off of, and I was like pretty new, and I didn't realize you're supposed to literally tap on the fingerboard, like, and so I learned how to play it without tapping, and so it wasn't really right, but it sounded somewhat similar. And it's I think it's much harder without tapping, honestly. All right, so target didn't quite get hit, but let's see if we reclaim 300 here. I still remember songs I wrote when I was 16 that I haven't played in forever. Yeah, I remember like licks from certain ones, like certain riffs, but songs as a whole, I don't remember at all. How'd I do yesterday? I did not survive with the combines I traded, the evals. So I got 25k evals and then hit my 625 profit on them yesterday before close, and then made the additional last night and activated them before bed. And so, you know, ended up being successful in my goal to get, 500 accounts again. Did I make rap, emo, or just indie? I was definitely in an emo band. We had like a screamer at one point, but honestly, he wasn't good at screaming, so we kicked him out. It's actually hard to find like good, like decent musicians when you're in high school. Most people don't want to play bass. So we had a friend who he didn't know how to play bass, be our bassist. But he loved being in a band, and I just didn't have the heart to kick him out. And then I finally played in a band with a real bassist. I was like, holy shit, that's so much better. Like a good bassist makes actually a big difference. You don't even realize it if you don't know, you don't know. What's up, Jacob? I'm doing good. How are you? Arshab, go get some rest, man. Get some fluids. Feel better. Isn't your new music going to be a technical death metal album? Well, yeah, I didn't want to tell everyone about that yet. Is that literally what it's called, a screamer? Like in a band? Yeah. You'd have a screamer. For sure. You have a singer. Sometimes the singer would also be the screamer. Sometimes the screamer would also play guitar or whatever, but in this case, we just had a screamer and he honestly couldn't scream. Dan, I have proof you were the backup screamer when he left. No, in that band, actually, I didn't do any vocals. All right, there's the move I wanted. That's yesterday's close. That's pretty close to complete retracement non-farm payroll there. Ace is where it's at. Did y'all peep Circa Survive or not? Honestly, I was never a big Circa fan. I mean, plenty of people were. I got like Anthony Green's voice. He's good, but like it gets a little like grating to me after a while. Like I liked some. I messed with some Seosin back in the day. I would say like when I was like 17, the band we most wanted to be like was Chiodos. If you know Chiodos. Their first album was so freaking sick, dude. Very nice move here. This is what I want to see. Yeah, Rach said Daniel never lets me play Anthony Green. It just gets a little grating. You know, I'm just like, yeah. It's even funnier that the screamer couldn't scream. Well, here's the thing. We didn't really know because like the PA system, we could have. I spent my life savings on a PA system that was like really shitty. It was like a $200 PA system, which if you know, again, that's not loud enough to like overpower drums in like a band practice. So the vocals, you could never really hear the vocals, and so when our screamer would scream at band practice, we're like, the PA system is just shitty. That's why we can't hear him. And then we did an actual show with like with good equipment, good PA system, and he was just like. Wow, like literally that loud, like he would like whisper scream. I'm like, dude, that's not how this works, dude. So embarrassing, man. So embarrassing. Okay, so PDL's at 200. We're heading towards it quickly. Harsh, how you doing? What is a PA system? A public address system? It's like, it has like an amplifier and speakers attached to it, so it allows you to hear the microphone, essentially. Like, you don't see a band you don't see like a garage band wearing headphones to hear everything, They have a PA system. So it allows you to hear things that require amplification through a PA system, which are microphones. Justine, good morning. How you doing? Harsh, what up? We totally won't clip the stream. You can trust us. Yeah, give us your best scream. Yeah, I won't be doing that. You could have sampled some leopards and cheetah screams. That's a good idea. Not bad. All right, PDL 200 hit. It's happening. Man, I feel a type of way about missing this whole thing. There was a really clean VWAP rejection, a GZ rejection at 300. Didn't take any of that, man. Too busy talking about bullshit. Damn, y'all weren't kidding about being unable to buy Lucid accounts in the morning. Yeah, dude, yesterday when I was after stream, I was like, I spent the next like 2 hours trying to buy some accounts. Look at this drop. Look at this drop. This is awesome. This is great. Great stuff. Awesome spot to drop from too. Made a lot of sense. I hope some of you guys caught that. Yeah, PDH to PD hug, exactly. That's what, like, you don't always get those clean moves from the high to low or low to the high. They don't always happen like that very often. This is terrific. How do I get in on this? How do I get in on this? Gonna need a pullback, obviously. So 15-minute demand, believe it or not, that's where we bounce in Globex. So 15-minute demand usually, you know, whatever, it's 15 minutes. But there's that little demand zone here. These are the demand zones we made on the way up. Yes, what day? The 9th, so Monday? If you recall, we just would like boom, consolidate. And so I was marking all these zones out as we climbed higher. And so that's what those are from. So as we come in down here, just remember that's what we're retracing. Can you fry scream? Is that like a whisper scream? So that's kind of what I already emulated. Not gonna do any more of that on stream. All right, chat, don't forget, Take Profit Trader giveaway. If you want it, hit the thumbs up button. We got to get to 100, and then I'll do the giveaway. I'll spin the wheel. But got to hit the thumbs up button. There's got to be something in it for me. In this case, it's just my ego saying, oh, there's 100 people that like me. Guessing the jobs report wasn't great. It actually was good. Like we launched off of it. But it was like way out of line with expectations. Maybe suspiciously so. I believe. Let's see. Non-farm payrolls was 130K off a 65K expectation. There's PDL, kind of retest there for a pullback. There's some large lots getting traded there, about 600 hitting the bid, about 600 and hitting the ask, around the same spot there. TPT subscription based or you pay once? I think it's subscription based. I mean, the one I give you will be like a free eval. On Take Profit Trader's homepage, it says differences between Take Profit and other companies. It says blah, 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 blah. Live support, and it says Take Profit. 24 hours a day. Other companies, sporadically available. Look, I know, I love Take Profit Trader to some degrees for certain aspects, but their support, come on. They did answer me yesterday in a reasonable amount of time, but compared to other companies, it's always longer than any other company I trade with. Just saying. If I was if I worked in that company in any capacity, you know, with any sort of say about anything, I would say, what are we doing? Let's hire like 100 tech or customer support people. Dan, I'll take one for the team. You don't have to pay my June 2025 invoice. Well, good. I wasn't going to anyways. Yuri, you cut the move short, but had your target on an edge of a 30-minute gap that was in the long order block. You're saying a bunch of words I don't understand. $343 profit's not bad. Did you see that CME announced stock features coming in the summer? That's honestly really cool, I think. I'm actually pretty excited about that. If you guys haven't heard, I think they're doing 50 plus of the top stocks from NASDAQ and S&P, which means you can go short or long just like you would. There's no borrowing fees, you know, locating a short, whatever, shares to short. All that stuff that kind of sucks, I think, with shares. This sounds good to me. I don't know about the fees, the commissions, whatever, but it sounds awesome. And, you know, there's margin. You can control position up to 6 times larger in value. Normal, like, day trading margin is like, what, 3x or something, I think. So it's honestly, it's sweet. Sounds really good to me. I love it. And maybe also it'd be exempt from the pattern day trading rule, right? Which they should get rid of anyways because it's bullshit. But it's cool. Cool stuff there. Where's VWAP? VWAP is way above. We sliced through that early. Wayne, 96 points in profit. Well done, Wayne. Savvy Taco, good morning. So I can trade Tesla futures. Yeah, exactly. Nah, that's fine, Yuri. Yeah, no, it seems really cool. Check it out. Maybe I can show the link here. That's not it. Nobody wants you, Copilot. It's not copying and pasting from my Mac here correctly. Here it is. Single stock futures. Go long or short with ease. Awesome. Futures trade 24 hours a day. Like, you can trade earnings if you want to be a degen. Trade earnings with the futures, and it'd be probably a bit, I don't know. I mean, obviously more leverage than some amount of shares, but it could get crazy. I don't know. And it's financially settled contracts, right? So, you're not worried about physical shares. So honestly, I think it's really, really intriguing. Hey guys, look, it's the wheel, the rigged wheel. If you guys ever do decide to hit the thumbs up button, we'll be seeing more of that wheel later. LMAO, Dan is anti-regulation. Not anti-regulation, but anti-pattern day trading rule. Because it's putting people with less money at a disadvantage. It's saying, oh, if you have money, then you must know what you're doing, which is absolutely not the case. I think it's bullshit. Obviously, there's ways around with futures and things like that, but like if you could trade futures without pattern day trading rule, then why wouldn't you be able to trade individual shares? It doesn't make any sense. It just using anyone's brain for 2 seconds, you're like, yeah, actually, that doesn't make sense because if you want to trade with $1,000, you can day trade with $1,000. It's just highly leveraged. What's up, Mike? How you doing? Peace and love. How you doing? All right, we're just melting. Here's another 4-hour demand zone here. Let's zoom out. Let's just see like where we're at on a bigger picture here. Look at this drop. It is a very nice drop. It's a thing of beauty here. So you can see where these zones come from. There's a little base before we took off on Monday. So, I mean, we wicked all the way down to 950s. So, So that's 150 points away now. Something to keep in mind. How long until props allow us to trade those? Yeah, honestly, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it gets added, as long as, you know, I don't know what the values of the ticks are going to be, etc., or the amount of actual leverage it'll be. But I could see prop firms allowing that, which would be really, really interesting. Honestly, I think it'd be beneficial to the traders for sure. You know, we're talking about trading relative strength and weakness with shares, how there's a benefit to doing that. You know, you see semiconductors doing well. Instead of just trading the NASDAQ, you go trade NVIDIA futures or whatever. And maybe that's a bit easier than trading the index itself of NASDAQ. No trades yet, unfortunately. I hate missing a good short, and boy, this was a really nice one. Makes me sad. Are there margin benefits in us or US? You hedge your futures trades using options like long futures and long put options. Look, you could do that now, right? I don't know if that's what you're saying, but you could. But I don't really like to hedge, to be honest. I'd rather be like, this is what I believe is going to happen. Let's make money with it happening, or let's get stopped out. I don't really want to hedge like a scalp. New support ticket for Eddie. I didn't know about Tesla earnings. Please reset my account to previous balance. Lucid website's almost always down in the morning, Yuri, so it's not just you. Eddie says, hoping to be out of my support role by the time those contracts go live. Yeah, no kidding. Oh man, I don't know what to go after here. Well, I was talking about pullbacks earlier, and I mean that was a decent one. I didn't take it. I think chat's been too engaging today, and it's kind of like kept me away from pressing buttons on the chart. It's your fault I didn't take any trades, chat. Just jokes. How about we do a giveaway? Just need 40 of you. There's plenty of you in here. Hit the thumbs up button. We'll do a giveaway while we wait for an entry or something. Why do you think Parshav's American gets in? You know what's is Lucid checkout down? Yeah. Lucid, guys, Lucid's almost always down every morning. It just is. We kind of just talked about it. They're down. Down 400 points from the high. Damn, dude. Don't remind me about this move I didn't take. It's such a nice sell-off, man. I definitely feel a little FOMO because it was so technically perfect. It was PDH overnight high sweep into 1 hour supply. That's just a thing of beauty right there. We did have problems getting to VWAP. You know, it was like pretty dicey there from a scalping perspective. And we finally got that. This right here was, to me, the one entry that I'm like, that's kind of a, you could wait for it to close, you know, but that's kind of an obvious short to me. I think the problem is we had that Jizu right there that we just hit. And so I was like, well, let's see if this Jizu, you know, provides some support. Because 300, again, 300 level's been pretty good support. And we had a demand zone, pivot point, etc. So I think that's why I was hesitant to short there, but that was technically really nice. And you know, in Blue Sky, they update the dashboard at 8 a.m. New York, so you can theoretically pass an eval in 24 hours because you can trade regular hours, then trade Asia. Well, that's just like all of them. I mean, that's what I do with Lucid. I could pass it in like 2 hours on 3 hours on Lucid or Top Step or My Fund Futures. Eddie and Grizz, I'm gonna put you guys in timeout. You naughty little mods. You know what Rachel and I have been watching is you know the YouTube channel Jolly? They always have like they go out and like try American food. They're British guys, and then they'll bring American snacks and food to these like British school kids or whatever, and have them try it. Dude, my favorite one though is they show these British kids like usually American memes about British people. They're so freaking funny. I was dying laughing. I love them so much. They're some of my favorite freaking memes, I tell you. It's so funny. It's funny watching these kids like read the meme. They're like, I don't get. Oh yeah, okay. Oh yeah. Like that one, but then man, there's so many funny ones. Oh. It's too good. People just like, I don't really like social media in general, even though like, you know, obviously make a living from YouTube and everything, but just the collective humor of like just finding like there's so many funny people. Oh man. Let me find some. Let's see if we can offend some British people. So the bottle of water one is just it's this one. Bottle of water. British person. Whoa. You've probably seen that one. But man, there were some funny ones. I'm already offended. By British, do you mean Parshav? Parshav, there's the only thing British about Parshav is his English accent. But that's just because of the imperialism. It's not Tuesday, innit? Exactly. Like these kids were like, this is like British people say the days of the week like this: Monday, whatever, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, you know, Wednesday. And then the kids were like, yeah, how else would you say it? You know? How else would you pronounce Tuesday? And I was like, I don't know, maybe with a hard T the right way? Dan, real talk, let's pull up to the Miami trading event next year. Business trip, so it's deducted and we have a great time. Miami is so trader bro-y, dude. It's the size of Michigan. It has at least 150 plus accents. Yeah. Oh, you went to a British school, so not many Kenyans have British accents. I got you. I didn't know that. That's cool. You went to a British school in Kenya, or did you go out of the country? Could be a V trade here, says Tom. Let's see. 1LP still in a steep decline. I do like to see it cross up for that V trade, but sometimes it's too fast and it just happens. Gonna ask Michael Batak how much that Super Bowl ad cost. We kind of know how much the ad ad rates go for in general, and then the fact that it was before the game. I didn't even see the ad because it was before the game, so that was going to be a little cheaper. But millions of dollars, you know. All right, guys. This looks like some of you getting along here. Good luck. I don't know if I got enough to want to take the counter trend trade here, but we did move. I mean, we moved a lot. Like Eddie said, it was like what, 400 points. So at least a bounce of some sort would make sense. Evan, you better watch your ass. You know, Evan, last night I was watching, it was like an American that moved to Norway, and it was like their culture shocks. They were like an introvert, and the one thing that they hated was that Norwegians, so if you go to like someone's house for like a get together, a party or whatever, that they always go out and do like they always go out to like the bars afterwards, like at 10 p.m. She's like, I hate that. I'm an introvert. Like, I'm done hanging out with people. And they're just like, let's go out more. She called it a second party. You do second party, Evan? Also, I assume you know the UN is moving a lot of Yanks to Kenya because of the UN, so it's going to be even more. Why would I know that, dude? You think out of all the headlines we get in America that we're even paying attention to the UN and what they're doing? No. I have no idea about that. Is there any truth behind the whole hedging thing? Did anyone here get tagged for hedging by Top Step? Well, I'll let Chad answer. Obviously it happens to some people, but I don't know. I don't do that on purpose. Wait, what movie? No, it was just a YouTube video. Second, third, all of them. Oh, you go to all the parties. Nice. That's just a European thing to do. Well, it was like I mean, it seemed like different than pre-gaming. Like pre-gaming, people do like, you know, they do it in college and stuff, save money, but it was just like every time, like you go to like someone's housewarming party, they would go there and then, oh, this looks pretty good. They would go there and then like, okay, 10 p.m. rolls around. They're like, all right, let's go out. I heard someone say they do that because like to be respectful of their neighbors, to not be so loud. I was like, oh, that's kind of nice actually. Ola, you and Evan both live in Trondheim? Do you guys ever hang out? Yes, very respectful. All right. You Americans say I'm going to get gas when it's a liquid. I mean, it's gasoline. You say petrol, it's not even petrol. It's not petroleum. It's refined past that. Am I right? Like, it's not actually petroleum. So you're wrong too. You don't hang out? Okay. Well, maybe you should. Evan seems kind of lonely. Here we go, back to view up. Let's see. I like it. 1OP starting to tick up now. Like, could be getting across here soon. Not because you have different types of petrol at the station. That's why. Well, we have gas and we have diesel. Did I miss the giveaway? No, we don't have 100 likes yet, so I'm not giving away shit. They need to go find something bland to eat at a Tesco. Top one features 70% 30-minute flash sale. That's actually interesting. Top one. I mean, use code Dan at top one if you want to support the channel. Jake just uses Vin Diesel. Solid. Dude, I don't want to see your POV part shop. I don't care why you call it petrol. Look, I didn't invent American terminology for words. We haven't done any giveaway rules yet. I'm reading the chat. We haven't done any giveaways yet, so you haven't missed anything. Just make sure you like the stream because that's how we're going to do it. USA, USA. Kind of like the long here. Under 100 stop out maybe. Jake with the real questions. Why do Brits always say China as if it has an ER at the end of it? I was doing after watching those videos, I was doing like how British people would say like some of like some movie titles. So I kept going around the house just saying one bow after another, innit? One bow after another. I thought it was funny. I was amusing myself. Like, why do you not call it aluminium? You add additional words to it. It's just aluminum. I don't know why you're trying to add freaking words to a element on the periodic table of elements. So one account. Are you talking about what I'm trading today? Because I'm trading 5 accounts. Dan, look, 120 holds. You probably revisit 200s. Yeah, I mean, I like that hold there. Very nice move. Good call, Tom. Anyone else? Training Academy. Anyone else who got long? Well done. It's aluminium, not aluminum. No, it's just aluminum. Believe it or not, it's just aluminum. This stream is supposed to bring us all together. Instead, we're fighting about it. I'm here being one-sided? No, I'm just being sensible. Well, I think what you guys are missing, if you're not from US or Canada, we do spell aluminum different. I don't think you know that. We literally spell it differently. So, U.S. Canada, we spell it without the extra I there at the end, or so it's literally aluminum, phonetically pronounced that way. Other lesser countries, other countries put the I after the N, so it is aluminium or whatever, but we don't have the I there, so it's aluminum. That's how it's spelled here. Just like we spell color correctly, no U. We spell favorite correctly, no U. You know, there's just some things we do better, I think. Just all in good fun. All in good fun. Now let's go watch some soccer. Dan, when's the last time you were abducted by aliens and why do they chew breath mints? I don't know what that is in reference to. Yeah, Matt, nice job. That was a terrific call. Honestly, technically, it's been pretty sound price action. Obviously, we sliced through some demand zones, which is expected on a nice sell-off. We did find a place to bounce at one. Technically, it's been honestly a solid day, and I feel a bit of FOMO. I wish chat wasn't so engaging today. I mean, yesterday was kind of a dull day. I feel like it was kind of a boring stream, to be honest. This one, we're having fun. And I hope some of you in chat are making money, even if I'm not. But honestly, should have just pulled the trigger, I think, on this little buy up here with this wick here when I was considering a stop under 100. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Harsh. You can't see, if you're gonna nitpick our words like herbs and herbs, it goes both ways, my friend. As I discussed with bottle of water, we pronounce our T's. So I could say, why don't you guys pronounce your T's? If we don't pronounce our H's, why don't you pronounce your T's? Chris says, so they call moms mum. So a mum is a mummy. So what do they call preserved dead people? Mommy? I like it. I like it. Soccer, you brother, you mean football, innit, mate? I'm confused. Is this a day trading stream? Not really. I mean, some days it is. I would like to focus, but we're having a fun time. I would like to, there's been plenty of opportunities for trades here that I've missed. Oh, man. We do kick the ball. It's a stream, isn't it? Jacob says they don't pronounce their T's because it's in all their cups. It's funny that so like I was watching Jolly and the hosts are telling the kids like, do you know most Americans don't have a kettle, like an electric kettle? And they're like, what? You can just go buy one at Tesco for 15 quid. And yeah, we're not obsessed with tea. You know, like most people don't really care that much about tea. They were just flabbergasted. It was funny. Like, you could just go buy one. Why don't you just go buy one? I was like, we just don't care about tea that much. I was speaking generally. Obviously, there's plenty of people that drink tea and have electric kettles. We have an electric kettle here, but that's a more recent purchase. But it was so funny. They were just like, how do you not have electric kettle? We just don't care. Like, yeah, but you boil water for anything? Well, I mean, what else would you boil water for? Like, if I'm making pasta, I just use a pot on the stove. Like, I don't need a kettle to boil water, you know? By order of Peaky Blinders. You know, it's funny when earlier on in the days of the internet, when people said when they would laugh with J's, I thought that was just a typo because the J and the H are right next to each other on the keyboard. So I thought people were just mistyping the H. And I was like, oh, that's just literally what it, makes the H sound. Look, here's what's great. We pronounce aluminum differently. We measure things in pounds and feet and things that don't make sense here. But what brings us all together is day trading. And that's just a beautiful thing. Now, if I could actually day trade here instead of talking about kettles, that'd be great. I'm the beef that's trying to trigger everyone by saying I microwave water for tea. I'll be honest, I grew up mostly doing that too. Like if I was sick, you just throw it in the microwave, and British people hate to hear that. So we don't have to trigger them too much. But I totally have microwave water for tea. Just because I don't drink, it's like when I'm sick or something. Don't need it enough. But they're like, there's that meme where about how how British people look when they hear Americans microwave water for tea, and they're like, is that true? That can't be true. And I'm like, it kind of is for a lot of people. The Yanks like milk too, dude. It was way bigger in the 80s and 90s. Drinking milk, like the American dairy farmers had the Got Milk campaign was huge in the 90s. They'd get all these athletes to have like a milk mustache because they're trying to get people to drink milk. So that was huge. So in school cafeterias, we have milk, chocolate milk, white milk, strawberry milk sometimes. So milk is huge when you're a kid, but I think it's gross. Evan, you don't have a microwave? You know what's funny? We don't have a microwave either because Rachel she wouldn't use it, and yeah, everything tastes better on the stovetop anyways. So we're definitely in the minority. I would say like 90-something% of Americans have a microwave. So we're definitely in the minority not having one. Like how much milk gets sold in your restaurant? Dude, we drink a ton. Milk is so popular here. But we don't have milk in bags like... Who is it? Don't Canadians have milk in bags? That's so crazy, dude. No offense to any Canadians, but milk in bags just does not seem right. I think you're weird for drinking milk. Yeah, I think once you're in your freaking 20s, like, what are you doing drinking a glass of milk? Like, what if you're having dessert, cookies, cake, whatever? Yeah, milk's good. Just drinking milk that's just weird, man. I just don't like milk that much. I put it in my coffee, and I put it on cereal, but that's about it. Interesting fact, if you were bad enough, you'd wind up in the back of a milk carton. Is that what your parents told you, Ken? You're going to get kidnapped and end up on the back of a milk carton. Milk hater, ban this guy. Yeah, I don't really like milk. I think drinking milk is weird. Plain. It's just, it's gross. It's not gross. I don't really like it. It's just, it's weird to me because it's just like, there's better things to drink. Is it too late to fire off a long here? I don't know. Let's check the 5-minute. Oh, yeah. I don't know if I like that. White Monster and a Zin. Best blue collar breakfast. Oh, yeah. No, again, I like milk on cereal. I like milk with Oreo cookies, cake. I like milk with coffee. But... just drinking a glass of milk. Yeah. Where's the... Here, Parsha sent me this thing. I gotta open Discord for it. It perfectly explains why I think drinking milk is weird. Anytime in movies, if a filmmaker wants to illustrate someone's being like a psychopath, here's what they do. Let's find it. Parsha DMs me a lot here, so I'm gonna have to scroll for a bit. Yo, where the hell is this, Parshav? It is... way the fuck up here. Okay. Here's like what I think. Let me pull it up here. Never trust a motherfucker who drinks milk. You have what's his face from No Country for Old Men. That guy always plays a psychopath. Obviously, what's that, Glorious Bastards? Get Out. Anytime they're just drinking milk, you know something's not right in the head. That's not me saying that. That's movie makers saying that. Oh, that was the long there. All right, chat. How are we on the likes? Can I give an account away? Almost three away, and I can give away a Take Profit Trader account. Kids these days with their energy drinks and vapes. What happened to good old cigarette and black coffee? Honestly, man, I'm with you, Evan. Honestly, I never saw Dave TV. Who was that? Who was the guy? Who was the star of Dave TV? That was like a really short-lived thing, wasn't it? Maybe along here is good. Pop. Good call, Tom. Am I ever going to get a trade here, man? There's so much freaking good price action today. Jeez. Oh. Yeah, Little Dicky. Okay, yeah, I've seen all of Dave. But I thought there's another show called Dave TV. I thought there was something else. Chris says, dude, in a Hispanic culture, if you didn't listen to your mom, she would tell you that that a man is going to take you, and she'd point out a random dude. Oh my gosh. That is crazy, bro. So many parents just like love scaring the shit out of their kids to get them to behave. All right. VWAP here. Incoming. That's a very nice bounce. GG's for everyone who caught that. That's a really, really, really good move. All right, take profit trader. Let's do it. You guys are killing me, man. Oh, the milking scene when Dave's roommate pulls up. Yeah, that's really funny, dude. I love that show. That show is very good. VWAP short. Look, it's been a great buy-up, but VWAP short should be, in my opinion, I think that'd be good for a few points. I think I could probably scalp it. It's been a really, really decent buy-up there. I don't like it when it turns around, pulls back too much right before VWAP, because then I think it's just gonna blast through it. Okay, hang on. I'm almost ready to launch this giveaway here. We'll spin the wheel on this one. It'll be a good rig time for all of us here. All right, let's go. Win a TPT 50K eval. Type exclamation point PFG in chat. You guys are probably thinking, huh, that's PFG. What's that? Huh? Please explain it. Oh, I'm so glad you asked. Well, PFG is my site, Prop Firm Gorilla, the best comparison tool for prop firms on the internet. It's right here. You can find out about, like what? I got 17 firms on here, I think. You can compare them. You can load up plans side by side, see how they compare. So, OBS didn't like my pitch, so it crashed. View up short was good, yeah. Savvy exclamation point PFG to get entry to the raffle. I kind of like longs here still. It's a nice VWAP test. ES hasn't gotten there yet. I still like the push through VWAP into this Jizu here. Man, I'm just like feeling so FOMO-y on everything that I haven't taken. That was such a good V-bottom, I mean pretty much a V-bottom call out from Tom there. He said it like way early, like at the lows. That was a great one. Pullback there was good. Pullback there was good. Now VWAP pullback's good. There's so many, like, honestly, very clean price action. I see your comment, Evan, and I'm ignoring it. Shit, I tried to buy there and I misclicked. I want to see ES move to VWAP. Okay. How many people we got in here? We got 4.5 minutes left to get in. We got 138 tickets given out. Come get your tickets, yeah? I'm long here. Just want to see ES move to VWAP. I'm gonna have to ban my mods. I'm gonna have to ban them. I need new mods. Dang, why is this being so stubborn? Just pop. I'm gonna hop out at my entry. If I can get in again. Glad I hopped out. Maybe 200 here. I'm gonna look for a 200 hold. That to me seems like a good entry. If I want more upside. Does that align with the trend line? Let's find out. Yeah, it looks like it should align here with around the trend line area, this 200 level. You rewatched Madagascar for like the 10th time today? Dang. I think I saw that movie once. Here's 208. See if I can get in a little bit lower here. Hang on. Hang on. Let's just see here. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go in with 3 here, and then I might add to it. All right, we got 40 seconds left to get in. Get your ticket for Take Profit Trader eval. Exclamation point PFG in chat. 100 lots being traded back and forth there. Looks, I mean, could be a little knifey here. I could give this a little bit more room for these wicks here to test. Trying to decide if I want to. I'm okay with that. And then maybe I'll look to add 2 if we can get a kind of a strong close. All right, I think it's back. I got stopped out. Kind of a bottom tick stop out for now. See if we push lower or not. I might get back in this. But as of now, not seeing it's a little 5-minute demand is like kind of what we're at, and that's what I was long for. A stop out could be gnarly. All right, I got the names loaded up here. We're gonna do a spin for some odd seconds here. We'll do 58. I'll shuffle it 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's find out who the big winner of the Take Profit Trader eval is. The winner is going to... Well, I might wait for the stream health to get back up before I spin. As I said, David, the OBS is struggling. It's not you, it's me. Well, it's not me, it's my internet, I guess. It's trying hard. Okay, stream looks okay, health-wise. I might want to long this again. Well, fuck me, huh? Look at that stop out. Right there. Sucks ass. Fuck. Shit. Alright, let's give away an account. My entry was good. I think I moved the stop up a little bit, which I shouldn't have done, obviously. All right, let's see who it's not going to be. Spinning fast here. Spinning fast. Not Lupek for sure. Not Gamers. Not Alistair. Not Jacob. Not Parshav. Not Grizz. Of course not Grizz. Not Perry. Not Jacob. Not Digital Nukes. Now we're getting to the names I don't really recognize. Grandma's Beats, not going to be you either. It's almost Evan. Is it going to be Evan? Wow. The rigged wheel strikes again. Evan, Take Profit Trader, how do you like that? How about that? Rigged? Yeah.
I didn't do fucking shit. I didn't rig shit.
He's won like 10 times. No, he's won like once, I think. Maybe twice. Well, I'm sad I didn't catch this. I think he, I mean, do I get in now? Feels like I'm chasing. The problem is, if ES was like a little bit lower, I'd be more inclined. It's like at these highs here, so I could still go for it, you know, looking for the VWAP hit there. Yeah, I think it's moving without me here. This is annoying. Nice trade, Matt. Evan says double and gives the next one. Evan, I sure don't want it. A lot of people like it because once you get past the intraday trailing drawdown in the funded stage, you can get daily payouts. I feel like you might like it. So before you give it away, just want to make sure you don't want it. There were so many good trades today. I hate being red on days like this. Okay, fine. Let me blow one real quick. Don't blow it. Just you can get daily payouts from it. I think Evan, just DM me. I think I need your email, and then they can like transfer it from my account to yours. Definitely feeling a type of way about this. Gonna do the Lupex strat. All right. So Evan, just because you don't trade prop firms, what you need to know is the eval, I think, is a 5-day minimum. So take 5 days to hit the profit goal. And then once you're funded, the first like $2,100, I think there's intraday trailing drawdown. And then once you get above that level, it locks. So be careful with the intraday trailing drawdown. Unlucky on the stop out. Well, you know, like I said, I should have put it under. I think I had it under 80 or at 80 for this retest here, the wicks. And I think I tightened it up. I was also kind of distracted by OBS stuff, but that's my own fault there, of course. Still frustrating though, you know. Got Lucid's checkout to load, but now can't apply the coupon. Yeah, that's what's happened to me yesterday. I mean, like I said, it took me a while. Just make sure the coupon you're applying is Gorilla. It'll give you the best discount you have in your vault using code Gorilla. Hashtag shameless. Hashtag sorry not sorry. All right, what's Topstep's Trustpilot looking like? Let me pull it up here. Oof, down to 345. They are mad. I've never had a problem personally, but they're getting greedy. I mean, I'm not sure if they're getting greedy or not. I think their new plan is like kind of unsustainable, to be honest. Leave me a 5-star review, bro. I mean, we already did. That probably helped you get the job to begin with. No, I'm sure it was your work ethic and everything else you got. Fuck. Probably, man. I think we're gonna hit this Jizu here at 300. I'm just gonna long this. It's like a kind of a chase here, so I'm not really happy with myself, but. I think we can move higher here. Of course, my entry is just the worst timed thing. Gotta be more patient. I mean, I was too patient and distracted, and now I'm chasing this, like I said. I feel like a fucking idiot. All right, I'll just take the stop, I guess. All right, I'm gonna end the stream. I'm getting a little frustrated, and I haven't been able to focus correctly on this shit. And now I'm getting pissed off. So I'm gonna head out. But it was not a good entry. I told you I chased. I'm just feeling like kind of pissed that I'm missing all this good shit. So I'm gonna head out and just focus on trading. I'll see you guys later. Have a good one. Peace out.